Good morning. Welcome to your Monday morning, early morning intuitive guidance. I already have a frog in my throat. Those are the first words I said today that anybody heard. So, I'm Dr. Bonnie Nussbaum, America's kick-ass coach and psychologist, here with some wonderful words today. I'm smiling because of how all of these pieces are aligning. So yesterday, when I took TJ for a walk, good morning, Linda, welcome. It was misting out, and everything was still and silent, and it was just awesome being in that silence. Today, we're out walking, and there's no mist, but there's nobody out because we're out really early. And so there was silence again. And then I did my meditation this morning, which was labeled The Balance in Silence. And then I pulled today's card, which says, Be still and know. So, we have a theme going here. So I want to share that theme with you, and I think part of it is the universe knows I'm going on vacation tomorrow. I will still be doing YEMIG tomorrow morning, and then we'll have a couple of days where I'm not here. And so I invite everybody to go back and listen to previous ones. If you have favorite ones, pull those up again and watch them. Or maybe you pick this one or tomorrow's and watch it several days in a row to really get it to sink in. And actually, today's message, I would love to have people really get to sink in well, because it's something we all so can benefit from, but really need to work on. All right, so let's see where we go today. Our card comes from the Nature Portals deck by Bruce and Carol Melner, and the subtitle is Inspiration Through the Peace and Beauty of Nature. And there's that thing, peace again. Peace, stillness, quiet, etc. I love this picture. Two chairs or a bench looking out over the water. And if I had to guess, I'd say this one was from Michigan. So the pictures on the cards are Wisconsin, Michigan, and a few odd and ends here and there. So let's just take some nice deep breaths. Settling into right here, right now. Just enjoying this present moment. And something else, as you keep breathing, something else that popped up in my feed this morning. I read the first two things that popped up in my feed before I jumped on to do our video today. And the second one was from Denise Lynn. Oftentimes we do her cards. And she was talking about her sister having passed away recently, and how she received boxes of her sister's stuff because she's the executor. Her sister lived and died in Mexico, so the stuff being shipped to Denise here. Welcome to whomever else has popped on. Glad you're here. And she said as she was going through those things, finding pictures of herself much younger and pictures of her sister Heather much younger, and feeling pangs of regret about not having been as thoughtful with her sister as she wished she had been, or as present as she wished she had been. And then working that through to releasing younger Denise from those wishes of the present, because perspective changes. We are not who we were yesterday. We are not who we were 10 years ago. And yes, it might have been lovely to live those points of time in our lives with the knowledge and wisdom we have now, but that isn't how it was meant to be. Is what it is, right? So let's do our card and see where it takes us today. So there's our chairs, and here's the words. Be still and know. It can be difficult to feel still in a busy world. Let nature be your teacher. Notice examples of stillness in nature. A calm lake, right there, cloudless sky, or afternoon shadows. Allow nature's stillness to permeate your being and lead you to the stillness within yourself. Isn't that lovely? Allow nature's stillness to permeate your being and lead you to the stillness within yourself. That's one of the reasons I'm so looking forward to this vacation. It's a tiny house in the middle of nowhere. Doesn't even have running water. Has electricity though. And a fire pit and a swing, and that's all I need. So looking forward to that stillness, especially the early morning stillness and the late evening stillness. I think it's going to be wonderful. The quote is from Eckhart Tolle: "Your innermost sense of self, of who you are, is inseparable from stillness." So think about that. The implication to me there is, if we're feeling out of sorts with ourselves, if we're feeling like we don't know, I don't know who I am. Good morning, Gert. Glad you are here. Welcome, welcome. I don't know who I am. I don't know what I'm here for. I don't know what my purpose is. Your answer is going to be in the stillness. That's where your answer is going to be. All right? So the interesting thing about human beings, especially American human beings, is we are lousy at accepting stillness. Remember that research study I often talk about where a group of people were offered the opportunity, 1 hour of sitting in silence with themselves or receiving an electric shock, and the majority picked the shock. Wow, that blows my mind. If someone said to me, you can have an hour of stillness, quiet with yourself, I'd be like, rock on, baby, I'm there. So, good morning, Joe. Welcome, welcome. I want to show you our pretty little chairs because I think this is from somewhere in Michigan, up by you. And so again, I think we've been trained, we've been taught to avoid silence. How many people do you know will say, well, I get up and I turn the TV on for some background noise. Yuck, background noise. I want quiet. I want the peace and quiet. So maybe just a little bit today, you could afford yourself some stillness. You could afford yourself a little bit of quiet. You could set a timer. See if you can tolerate 10 minutes of silence. What do you notice? Can you hear your own breath? Can you pay attention to the birds? They're not going to be quiet, but that's okay. Welcome to the others who've popped on. Glad you're here. But again, to me, this is such an important card. So, and again, because there's going to be 2 days this week where I'm not doing YEMIG for the first time in forever. I think it's been 5 years. I even did YEMIG the day my mom died because she didn't die until later in the day. I don't think I've missed a day in years. We're going to miss 2 days because I'm choosing to have silence for 2 days. I think it's going to be wonderful. And I think that's why this card came up. The universe knows where I'm going and what I'm going to be doing, what my intentions are, to be in the stillness for a couple of days in the middle of nature. So I think that's one of the reasons this card came up. And I think that's one of the reasons today's meditation for me was the balance in silence. The balance in silence. Good morning, Rebecca. Glad you are here. So I want to read this card again because I think it has so much here for us if we are willing to be brave and accept it. If we are willing to be brave and step into it. There's so many people who are so afraid and uncomfortable with silence. And it's magical. If you haven't gone to see the movie where the crawdads sing, there are some beautiful scenes in there where it's just her and her bayou. I mean, she's in this beautiful space and you can hear the birds calling and it's a great movie too. So anyway, here's our card for today. A couple of nice deep breaths for those of you who just joined us. Settling into right here, right now, just kind of wiggling yourself loose a little bit. Be still and know. It can be difficult to feel still in a busy world. Let nature be your teacher. Notice examples of stillness in nature. A calm lake, a cloudless sky, afternoon shadows. Allow nature's stillness to permeate your being and lead you to the stillness within yourself. Allow nature's stillness to permeate your being and lead you to the stillness within yourself. That being a gift, that stillness. Not a punishment, a gift, a gift. Eckhart Tolle's quote, your innermost sense of self, of who you are, is inseparable from stillness. So again, if you're wanting to know you better, if you're wanting to understand why you're here, what's your purpose, your answers are going to lie in that stillness. All right? So again, I'll be doing YEMIG tomorrow morning, and then I'll be off the grid for a couple of days, and then I'll be back. In the interim, each day, if you're one of the people who joins me each day, go back. Go back either on Facebook, or you can go to my YouTube channel and you'll find a plethora of early morning intuitive guidances. Trust your gut. If a title pops out at you, or if there's an energetic pull, just sit in silence with all of the options and pick one. And go into it from that perspective of, I wonder what's here for me. I wonder what's here for me. So for today's, I wonder what's here for you. I hope you wonder what's here for you. Have an awesome day. Spend some contemplative time. Take at least a few minutes in silence. If you're in the car, turn the radio off. Just be in the silence. Enjoy it. Good morning, Nancy. We just finished up, but I'll be posting it in a minute, and it's one of my favorite cards. So enjoy. Have a great day. We'll see you again tomorrow morning. Good morning, Mel. We're just about done. But you can watch the replay, and then tomorrow I'll be live again, and then a couple of days without me, and then I'll be back. Have an awesome day, you guys. Bye.